Hello, I am Eli Pinto. I am an aromatherapist and I am a tutor at Aromaluz School of Aromatherapy in Brazil. I'm here today to share with you a formulation for a spray that is very successful among our students, our clients. This spray was firstly formulated by Carla Vescovi, our founder, and she has been using this spray, and we have been using this spray in her case for more than 10 years. And the idea of the combination of the plants, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. But the spray we called happy relations or happy relationships. And the idea behind it is that throughout our consultations, and of course, now after the pandemic, in many countries, we are still living some of that. Relationships have been challenged in good and bad ways. We know that. For some people, for some families, that they didn't have the opportunity to be together as much, it was a great opportunity to see the children, to be among them, work from home. Even some people now notice that they can work from home and still be involved in the family life and don't need to be in a physical place to work. But we also notice, and this we used a lot in our consultations for many people, some relationships found some problems. People didn't spend maybe as much time as they had to in the pandemic. And so many things came up. And so this spray was very good, like a rescue to use in the environments where we know there were lots of stress and lots of homeschooling, that the kids were there and parents working. And so we have many happy cases to share. I even myself have had a very successful use with this spray when I volunteered at a shelter for kids, for homeless kids. And I used to do work there, and there was a lot of aggressiveness amongst the students, let's call that the children that I was working with. So this spray was wonderful to use to prepare the room before receiving them for the work I was doing with them. And it was very successful in allowing calmness and openness and this energy of receiving to being there. So the plants did their work. And so I'm going to share with you the formulation. I prepared this formulation for a spray of 100 ml or around 3.4 ounces, but you can use any of the sprays that you have. This can be any spray. This spray, we have like a soft breeze, a finer one, but you can choose any spray that you have and that you prefer. I'm going to talk a little bit about the choices of plants that Carla made when she prepared this formulation, but it's important for you to know that at Aromaluz, when we are in our program, the aromatherapy program that we have here, we study each plant, each essential oil for an hour and a half or even more. So I'm going to say very briefly about each plant. So it's important for you to know that you don't get, we don't put the plants in a box and close the lid. We don't think they are just that. Plants are much more than what we think. So it's important to study more and develop a relationship with the plants. In our YouTube channel, you will find more videos and more things that we are preparing, that we can share some information. You can also get to our website, which is www.aromaluz.com.br. It's also translated into English. So you can get to know a little bit more about the work and this passion we share about aromatherapy. But let's go back to the formulation of the Happy Relationships spray. So you're going to need a beaker where you're going to have 60% of the amount of our spray will be alcohol, it can be grain alcohol, And then 40%, another backer, you're going to do the water, which we use 40%. This combination of percentage between water and grain alcohol, well, it has to do with the experience we have been having. We need the alcohol to help us spread the essential oils in the area. We know essential oils are volatile. It's full of volatile compounds. So they already dissipate very easily. Alcohol will do that. So that's why we need the water, so we can get these molecules in there for a longer time. But if we only do water, then they will go straight down. So we need the alcohol to send these molecules so they can have a chance to spread more openly in the environment we want to treat therapeutically with the combination of plants we're doing, or combination of essential oils in our case. So let's go. We are going to have then the 6% of grain alcohol here, and then we're going to start diluting these oils. If you don't have a backer, you can already start doing the dilutions in your spray. So remember, put the 6% of alcohol here, and then you start putting the drops here, what I'm going to do here. So we start with ylang ylang. Ylang ylang is this beautiful picture of this wonderful, majestic flower we have here for you to appreciate. Ylang ylang we cannot replace in this formulation. It's a flower, and usually we know floral notes. They help us open our hearts, open ourselves. And in the case of ylang ylang, that is a floral note and also a very sweet one. This aroma will help us see the other in front of us, or the situation, or in the case, the relation we are working with. But in order for us to look at the person in front of us, we need to look at ourselves. So this is the power, the magic of ylang ylang, that we look at ourselves and then we are able to see the other from this perspective of openness, no judgment. So we're going to have 1 drop of ylang ylang. Then the next, we are going to choose amongst the conifers. You know, the conifers, in aromatherapy, we have many options of essential oils. So you can choose the best one that you think would apply. For example, we can use juniper, usually when there's a lot of overload. You can notice, or if you feel yourself overloaded with things that you have to do, and mostly physically. So juniper is one great oil for that. Another one that you can use is, any other, Picea mariana, it comes to mind, the botanical name. So look among your firs, or any other conifer that you have, so you can use. The firs, for example, they will also help us when we feel this overload, but usually mental and emotional. And then when there is also stress-related situations. So it's another option. We chose Cypress. I put for you guys there the botanical name, because Cypress is one of the conifers, this essential oil that has this imprint of leaving the past in the past. And so, in situations, sometimes we bring the past alive all the time. So it's very hard to heal wounds if they are needed to be healed. So Cypress will help us be in the present and have the past in the past. So we are going to have 1 drop of Cypress. Next comes Patchouli. Patchouli is a wonderful essential oil. I love it. And this essential oil has a note that will help us, is a heavier note, so it will help us fixate the scent, but also the power and the magic of patchouli amongst many things. It helps us look at ourselves and see our self-value, our potential, and appreciate it, valorize it, value it. So we are going to do 1 drop of patchouli. And when we are able to see our value and feel it, and we are going to integrate that in ourselves, we come into a relationship much more open to see the other. So it's a beautiful combination, magic that patchouli will do with ylang ylang as well. Next, we have citrus oils. You know, in Brazil, we have so many citrus, so many fruits, citric fruits, fruits, and of course, essential oils. So the essential oil, for example, if you have lemon or lime and orange, sweet orange, you can put a drop of lemon, you know, this sourness, this acidity that sometimes we feel in some relationships, we can help dissipate that. To also bring this clarity, mental clarity for us to see things as they are. And the sweet orange will bring this openness. So with happiness, we joke that here in Brazil we eat a lot of orange, and so we are very talkative. We like to receive people. We're very welcoming, and so the orange will help us. The sweet orange will help us with that. So if you have both oils, a lemon or lime and the sweet orange, you can put one drop of each. If you have mandarin, you can use tangerine, grapefruit, so any one of these in the citrus family. Next, we will have the sweet basil. Basil has different chemotypes. Chemotypes, is the same plant, but depending on where it was planted, the amount of rain it received, the amount of sun, the soil, the distillation, everything will influence the chemotypes of the plant. We are using here sweet basil. So we're going to put one drop. And this has lots of linalool. So it will also help bring this sweetness, kind of calmness and lightness to the relationship. But, we have different basils in aromatherapy. We have the exotic basil, or different chemotypes. We have tropical basil. We also have Tulsi, which is the holy basil from India, which is amazing. And if you have it, you can make an experience and you can try and use it in the formulation. Then we have rosewood, this magical plant, a tree we have here in our territory. We're very careful with rosewood because it's in risk nowadays, but there are lots of projects being made. So we only buy rosewood when we know it's from a responsible source, sustainable, and we can trust. If not, but if you have the oil, please use. And then we're going to use one drop. We are going to use whole wood here, which has this also linalool content that is amazing. And we'll bring also this sort of love and care. And when I talk about this plant, rosewood or whole wood, the aroma, I see pink. So this is the idea here. This is the imprint we want to bring to the formulation. And then we have, you can choose if you have Peru balsam or vanilla or benzoin, these oils. These have this vanilla aroma, which, vanillin, one of these molecules present, will have this, it's very similar aroma of mother milk. So this feeling of being received, being welcome, warm, love, being protected. We want to bring that to this spray so we can bring this imprint to the people that's going to be smelling this aroma, and also the place we are treating therapeutically with the plant. Because when we feel warm, when we feel received and welcome, we are more likely to open ourselves. So this is a beautiful combination for this spray. And lastly, we're going to do Roman chamomile, which is a oil that has also very high vibration, and will bring this possibility for new beginnings. I have to tell you about this Prediluted that I put in parentheses. We use a lot of pre-diluted oils here at Aromaluz in Brazil. Usually oils, as you saw, like benzoin and Peru balsam, they're very thick, like vetiver. Also very expensive oils, or more expensive oils, because we don't need a lot. We are going to be very sustainable, and we want to bring this energy to the formulation we are doing. So how do you do this pre-dilution? We are going to have, if you can find a glass with a dropper. In this case, since we are preparing a spray, you are going to put alcohol, the grain alcohol that you used, and we are going to dilute this essential oil that we want. So let's say here I have, I will say in mLs, 10 mLs, but any dropper, any size, you can find it online, 10 mLs in ounces. But you're going to put the 10 ml of alcohol here, and then you're going to put 1 drop of that oil. So let's say we are using Peru balsam. So I'm going to put 1 drop of Peru balsam here in the alcohol. I'm going to shake it so it mix. Remember, you need to put your label, so you identify and the date what you have here. And from this pre-dilution, you're going to put 3 drops on the spray. The same will happen to Roman chamomile. So you're going to have two glasses of this with the pre-dilution, and you're going to put this here. Then you're going to mix it, or if you did in the spray. So let's say you're going to put it here. And after you do that, you're going to shake it so it mixes. After that, you're going to put your water. Remember, 40%, we work 60% alcohol, and this is where we diluted the oils, and then the 40% water. Then you're done, you finish it. Remember to label your spray. We hope you can make it, you can prepare it, and then please send us news about the experience you had. And please make sure to look at our YouTube channel, at our website as well, and contact us. We really hope you have happy relationships and then you enjoy this formulation. Thank you very much and have a great day. Bye.